I'm on the RRS Discovery, which is in Dundee, on an overcast and windy day in May. And I'm going to have a quick look around the ship. I'm working on a Tom Crean audio drama, and I thought it would be nice to actually look at the ship and stand on the ship that's the star of certainly episode 1. That's me standing at the stern of the ship, looking up there towards the mizzen mast. And so now we're going to walk down the deck. You can see those mushroom shapes sticking up there. Those are mushroom vents. You couldn't have portholes on the ship, it would have weakened the hull of the ship too much, so rather ingeniously they had them pop up through the deck, but a bit dangerous for the old ankles, hence the name ankle biters. We're coming up onto the bridge of the ship now. Looking towards the bow and Dundee over the back there, and you can see the reflection of the main mast there in the compass. That's for the charts, and that's for the flags there, and there's the main steering wheel. Unfortunately, as I'm about to find out, it's fixed and I can't turn it. Thought that would look quite nice, but it's not to be. Over in the background there you can see the River Tay. And again, we're looking out over the bow of the ship. It would have been a great view that you'd have had from the bridge here. And looking up the foremast there, very, very high. I certainly wouldn't have wanted to go climbing up that myself. And in the background there is the Discovery Point Museum, where they have the bits and pieces and the films for the exhibition for the Discovery. I'm going to come back down off the bridge now. On the left there, you can see those skylights. Keep an eye on those. We'll be looking at those from below decks in a minute. Again, quite ingenious, nice way of getting light and ventilation down below the decks. More ankle biters, which we'll be careful of. And again, we're walking towards the bow of the ship there, not allowed to go up. One thing that surprised me was the size of the ship. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. I'm not an expert. It was just a lot bigger. But I expect once you get the crew on board, plus the provisions and the animals and the coal, I expect it would have felt a lot smaller. There's the manufacturer's plaque. Very proud of it, no doubt. Built in Dundee, and the bell, which I found out doesn't ring either. This is the chart room. You see the portholes in the front there. They would have had a very good view out to the front of the ship. Although this looks like it's set up for dining tables, I doubt that's what it would have been used for. I don't know what this room is for, unfortunately. And now we're going to go below decks. It's a little bit dark down here. Hopefully you can make it out. This is the wardroom. Very plush, actually. Great room. On the left there, that's actually the bathroom. Not much privacy, no bath at the moment, and that was only for officers. Now this ship was actually built for scientific research, and on the left there is a darkroom, and this is the fully equipped lab that was on board. And off the wardroom here are the private rooms of the officers. Again, much bigger than I expected. Shackleton's room. They have 2 bunks in each room, although they didn't share the rooms, so perhaps that was just in case they needed extra space, I don't know. Now this is Captain Scott's room, which was a little bit bigger than the others, I think. It felt like it was a little bit bigger, had a bit more furniture in there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure which one of these rooms is whose, but we'll just have a little peek inside a couple of them. As you can see, quite a bit of room and some privacy. And look across the wardroom again to see the other rooms across the way there, and those skylights that we saw from above, again very ingenious, make the most use of the light they can. Okay, back through the lab and through the bathroom. We're heading towards the galley now. There's the cook's room. This is the mess deck. You can see the hammocks there in the background. Those beds attached to the wall I don't think were there originally. They were part of a refit, I think 1924. They would have been hammocks during the 1901 sailing. And there we go past sick bay and we're into the galley. And although I said that the ship felt a lot bigger than I expected it to be, for some reason the kitchen is smaller than I expected it to be. I don't know why. I just expected there to be a bit more room in the kitchen. And we're going to go further down into the bowels of the ship now. Now, since the ship was designed to go through the ice, it needed special strengthening, and you can see these cross members here. That one's been cut off on the left there, and we'll just see another one in a minute. They went from the side to side, there it is. They went from one side to the other of the ship to prevent it from being squeezed by the ice. Here we have some parts of the engine. It was a bit too dark to film down underneath here where the boiler is. Now we're going to go back up on the deck. And as you can see, for a bit of atmosphere, it's been raining. Now there's only a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind, but It was pretty horrible weather, really. I can't imagine what it would have been like once it sailed for Antarctica and you're in the middle of nowhere on your own.